In another module, I described Igor Ansov's strategic success paradigm, which suggests that strategic aggressiveness and general management capability responsiveness should be properly aligned with the environmental turbulence currently present. This alignment is similar to organizational synchronization, otherwise known as OS, which refers to the concept of harmonizing, aligning, and synchronizing the internal and external strategies, tactics, and actions. ITC has organized several video conferences in the past that have presented synchronization by several authors, including the one entitled Satisfaction, Happiness, and Synchronization. The Foundation for Optimal Performance and Client Loyalty, which described in detail how to implement the OS methodology. The three integral components of OS are E, emotional intelligence, T, technology awareness, and K, knowledge management, known as ETK, attributable to Cardenas in 2002, Cardenas and Goldstein in 2001, 2003, Cardenas and Finnegan in 2001, etc. The OS methodology focuses on the development of 10 segments involving different combination of E, T, and K, leading to 5 levels of organizational synchronization. In recent months, extensive research in this field has been carried out by Dr. Jorge Cardenas, who published as his doctoral dissertation under my academic guidance at the Marshall Goldsmith School of Management of Alliant International University here in San Diego, the first statistically documented application of ETK's strategic approach, which is the central conceptual framework for organizational synchronization. The research study measured ETK competencies and faculty satisfaction as an indicator of performance when academic departments of public post-secondary educational institutions in Latin America. By the way, he used a select sample of institutions from the ITC Global Knowledge Collaboration Network, ITC GKNet. Jorge holds a BS degree in Business Administration and Information Systems, an MSBA degree in Entrepreneurship from San Diego State University, and has a Doctor of Business Administration degree from the Marshall Goldsmith School of Business and Management from Alliant International University, and has been an online instructor at San Diego Global Knowledge University for the past 2 years. His interests include global business strategy and executive practice, particularly in the exploding global sports industry. Jorge, welcome to this program.
Thank you.
What was the most significant finding of your pioneering empirical study in regard to the ETK strategic approach?
Thank you, Krishna. Yes, the most significant finding of the empirical study I conducted was that there is a reliable relationship between E, T, and K competencies in faculty satisfaction, which is a partial indicator of academic department performance. Pearson's R statistical tests were employed to test these relationships between each E, T, and K competency and faculty satisfaction. These findings were the most significant because they provide future researchers, faculty administrators, and business professionals with 3 performance indicators. These 3 new indicators, which are the E, T, and K competencies, are specific areas of interest with regard to organizational performance. Recognizing developed or undeveloped ETK competencies can help academic departments or other organizations in properly assigning and applying resources to improve productivity and performance.
How can post-secondary educational institutions apply what you have learned from your study? And what outcomes can these institutions expect?
Good question, Krishna. Well, post-secondary educational institutions can benefit a lot from the findings of my research study. In particular, faculty or educational leaders should recognize the predictive capacity of the ETK model. Using my new ETK survey tool, institutions can measure their ETK competencies to determine if they have all three competencies developed. The ability to evaluate these competencies helps in identifying areas which need improvement and areas which can be used as benchmarks within educational institutions. Those educational institutions that measure their ETK competencies and develop those competencies that they are lacking can expect improved faculty satisfaction and some improvements in overall educational institution performance.
In your expert opinion, do you think the implementation of the ETK strategic approach in organizations and other industries will have similar effects?
Another good question, Krishna. Yes, given my experience in the implementation of the ETK strategic approach and in my in-depth understanding of the ETK competencies and other important organizational topics, I can say with confidence that any organization can increase its performance by developing and improving its ETK competencies. This is simply because ETK competencies are essential in all organizations, regardless of which industry or organization an organization operates within. Furthermore, I do believe that in some industries, some of the ETK competencies may be more important than some of the other ETK competencies. But generally speaking, all of the ETK competencies warrant close attention from management.
What is the value of the ETK model and the research model you developed in your study?
Well, there's a lot of value, Krishna. The value of the ETK model and the research model I developed is that there is now a proven measurement tool of the ETK competencies and faculty satisfaction that can be used by any educational institution to measure its ETK competencies and evaluate its overall performance. The research model that I created gives educational institutions a proven roadmap as to how to apply the ETK strategic approach. The new ETK model I created also provides future researchers with a quantitative survey tool which can slightly be altered or customized to measure ETK competencies in other organizations outside of education. Furthermore, the simplistic nature of the research model and strategy reduces the cost of implementation, which adds additional value to the model. So organizations that use the ETK model can expect to improve their overall global competitiveness.
Congratulations on your pioneering work. Thank you for your insights, Jorge.
Thank you.
I would now like to introduce a distinguished inventor and researcher, Mr. Robert E. Del Sol, founder and president of NetPack Systems of San Diego, a privately held technology development and services company focused on clean tech and renewable energy innovations designed to improve people's lives. He has also been the web technology partner for ITC and San Diego Global Knowledge University for many years, where he has developed a unique portal development and content management system known as Hive, among other innovations and global networking resources. As you will hear from him, his most recent invention represents an example of strategic aggressiveness at level 5, since this product represents a novel and discontinuous change. The current level of environmental turbulence requires such a radical approach to energy-related ventures, depicting an unsurpassed and transformational product design, which is indeed the need of the hour. welcome also to the program, Robert. You are doing pioneering R&D work in the area of clean energy, focusing on various unique components of smart energy systems that includes energy reuse or harvesting energy regeneration, accumulation and control, among other functions, with an intelligent wireless management unit or chip, and you are working closely with the San Diego-based attorneys of the nationally recognized intellectual property and litigation group, Cooley, Goodward, Knosch, LLP, on the multiple patent filings for the technology. Can you give us a brief overview of your efforts?
Our company, NetPack Systems, Inc., is developing smart energy systems technology that uses tiny sensors and actuators to significantly reduce energy consumption or extend battery life through intelligent power management. Thus, any electronic device anywhere that consumes electricity will consume less of it when this technology is applied.
Can you describe 2 or 3 applications of your inventions you are currently documenting for patent filing that will have a global impact in our society?
For the home, it would mean lower power bills. For the electric vehicle, it would mean longer range. For the portable electronic device, it would mean extended service cycles. NetPack's technology can deliver more power for less energy. This is a unique process that yields unlimited applications in all markets across all geographies. It is a global scope.
How are you planning to commercialize and protect this intellectual property of your product?
The global climate for low-cost, clean energy provides a huge potential for commercialization and for profit. The best way to commercialize anything is to make it well-known and readily available. And the best way to protect technology, intellectual property, or IP, is to make it accessible at a reasonable cost. We're establishing strong global patents with an inclusive licensing model. This world needs and is ready for this technology, and we can make it accessible to all.
What investment and business opportunities does your company, NetPack Systems, offer to potential clients and partners?
Well, they're the traditional investment vehicles, of course, but we also have new and creative ways to participate. There are research options where we partner with a client to conduct exclusive research limited to their own market niche, or the design, build, license programs where we fast-track a client's device model prototype to their production line. We're just getting started with these concepts and expect more innovation and advancements in the months to come. This is an exciting time for all of us because we have the opportunity to create a whole new growth industry without the exploitation or depletion of our natural resources.
Thank you, Robert, for sharing with us what may as well be novel, discontinuous change you are bringing about in your new invention. What is amazing about what you have described as the tiny device is the potency and the global impact. At this hour of the need, when everyone is clamoring for green, sustainable energy, what could be more green and sustainable? Imagine the rural countryside of the developing world where the majority of the world population live. If we could only reach these rural communes with easily affordable smart energy systems, the whole world will prosper. And this day will come sooner than we think, thanks to inventors like Robert Del Sol. Robert and Jorge, Thank you both for joining me in this important ITC video conference program, which has presented the urgent need that we all have to synchronize to the intense global turbulence of our times in education, business, government, and civil society. Without this strategic synchronization approach, and without investing in developing new skills and competencies needed, our organizations and our lives will not be sustainable. And without sustainability in our individual and collective actions and endeavors, we cannot aspire to a better world for our future generations. Let us start synchronizing now our global environmental turbulence. Thank you.